Hi guys, my name is Oluchi. In today's tutorial, we'll be doing a video on how to draft a basic sleeve pattern. If you don't know how to draft a basic sleeve pattern, you're a beginner and you're looking for how to draft a basic sleeve pattern, this video is for you. Kindly like, share, comment, and follow for more. Stay tuned to the video. Now let's get into the tutorial proper. The first step is to mark your starting line. Then you come down by 5 inch. You can also use 4.5, whatever works for you. Then you measure your full length, because this is a short sleeve that we are drafting. You measure your full length, which I'll be using 10. Then you mark out 5 inch for the biceps and 10 inch for the full length. Like I said, you can also use 4.5 for the biceps. Then the next step is to come in from your starting line by 4 inches for your sleeve cap. Then you mark out your bicep round divided by 2. Then you add 1.5 inch for allowance. You can make use of 1 inch or 1.5 or 2 inch, but 1.5 should be okay to be on the safer side. Then you get the midpoint of what you have from your starting line to your biceps line. Then you get the midpoint, mark it down, then connect the 3 points together. As you can see what I'm doing, you can do this with your free hand. If you don't have the curve, you can do this with your free hand. Watch the way I join the curve. You see the way I turn it. If you're using the curve, just follow what I have. Then you measure your round sleeve divided by 2 plus 1.5 inch for allowance. Mine is 11 divided by 2, 5.5 plus 1.5 inch. That is what I was actually marking down. Now I measured my bicep and I discovered that my allowance was 1 inch instead of 1.5, so I was actually correcting it. When you are marking yours, make sure that your measurements are always correct. That's why it's always nice for you to remeasure and be sure. Then you measure around what you have to be sure it aligns with your arm. Brings us to the end of our short sleeve measurement. All you just have to do is cut it out, then cut it directly on your fabric. Stay tuned for long sleeve. For the long sleeve, it is basically the same thing. The only difference with the long sleeve is the measurement, like it's the additional measurement, which includes the elbow measurement, then your full length. You start out by marking your starting line, then you mark out either 4.5 or 5 inches. If you notice, for the short sleeve I used 5, then for this long sleeve I'm marking out with 4.5. The next thing to do is to mark out from your shoulder to your elbow. Shoulder to your elbow, which is 11. Then the next step is to get your full length. Full length is 22 plus additional 1 inch for allowance, which is 23. Then you mark it out. Then label it. That's the biceps, the elbow. The next thing is to measure your bicep round. Mine is 12 divided by 2, 6 plus 1.5 inch for allowance. Then you come in by 4 inch at the starting line. You get the midpoint between the biceps and the starting line. The midpoint is 2.25. That's 4.5 divided by 2. Then you mark it out. Then you join the 3 line, just like we connected and doing the short sleeve. As you can see, I'm doing a free hand. I'm not using the curve this time around. Just to show you that you can actually connect it without the curve. For those of you that don't have curve, you can do this with your free hand, just like you see me doing. The next step is to measure around your elbow measurement. What you have there, you divide what you have on your elbow by 2. Then you mark it down on your paper plus 1.5 inch for allowance. Then you connect. just like you see me doing. Then you come to the full length, you measure your wrist round, that's your wrist, or wherever you want your sleeve to stop. It might be on the wrist, it might be before the wrist, divided by 2 plus 1.5 inch for allowance. Mine is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5 plus 1.5 inch, that will be 5. Then you join the line. With that, that brings us to the end of our sleeve, long sleeve. Then you cut out, just like you see me doing. You cut it out. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you find this tutorial helpful, kindly like, share, subscribe and follow for more. Thank you for watching.